Hi everyone, this is Twinning with Rice and Cookie. I'm Rice.
And I'm Cookie, and today we're playing more of Zelda, A Link to the Past. We are on the Dark World Dungeon number 3.
Are we number 3 or are we number 2?
I think we're number 3.
Okay. Yes, Cass, you are first. We are doing great. How are you? And I will tell you all about Portugal today. So hang tight there. It's funny, it says that aquatic ambience. I'm guessing that was the music we had before, but I don't know what was playing.
It was probably... Oh, we gotta get some fairies.
Yeah, we need fairies.
Yeah. Sorry, lost my train of thought. I was saying it was probably Donkey Kong Country 2
One
music
of the water
levels.
Probably. So we did not stream last week because I was gone. Though Cookie did a cooking stream.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't
just posted it on the Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just baked.
I thought you streamed it. I thought people could be watching you.
This is the wrong
make
button.
cookies.
No, I just did it on my own.
You need your net out.
Thanks. I was just in the mood to bake, so I was like, I'm gonna just make some cookies. You know, I'm really on board with the whole baking thing lately. Ever since Pi Day, I just want to bake everything.
Yeah, have you even been watching Great British Baking Show?
No, because I've watched all the episodes that exist.
Sputnik says, my Brazilian friends make fun of the Portuguese.
Well, that's not very nice.
That isn't very nice.
Oh.
And I found out that my Portuguese that I was learning on Duolingo was really pretty terrible.
Really?
Like, I couldn't even string together any sort of sentence.
I know. Did
And part of it's because I was rushing through the lessons to try and get to the travel lesson, which I didn't even make it to. So I think maybe a week before the trip, I was like, you know what, I gotta learn the basics. So my basics ended up being okay, like thank you and please.
Well,
But
those are important
yeah,
too.
but that was basically it. But next to my husband and his cousin, I looked like a pro.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because I actually knew some words. Sputnik says,
Hey, did that help you at
their Portuguese sounds weird. Oh, huh. Maybe then, because I noticed that Duolingo and the blogs I was listening to, it sounded different. So I wonder if maybe Duolingo was Brazilian Portuguese and the blogs were actual Portuguese, because the girl on the blog was from Lisbon. So,
Right.
you know, she's Portuguese. Or Portugal. Portuguese.
Yeah, but did knowing some words help you with, like, the menu and stuff?
Maybe a little
Restaurants?
bit, because I knew what bread was and chicken.
Can I figure it out, though, with my Spanish, or not?
The bread, maybe, but probably not chicken. It's not pollo.
Oh, okay.
But they eat a lot of cod over there. Cod is their I guess main meat. I mean, they eat a lot of pork too. Is the pigs? Don't you have 3?
I do, but
But you want to, yeah.
I just want to restock on
That's a good
hearts.
Yeah, so they eat a lot of pork too and ham, but I mean they eat tons of seafood and I thought you were gonna hit that rock evil thing again.
Oh.
Sputnik says Brazilians sound like they're singing and or drunk. Portuguese
shoot.
sound like they're oh, okay, so Brazilians sound like they're singing and drunk. Portuguese sound like they're chopping wood. I'm biased though, because yeah, I mean personally, because I was learning Duolingo French, and then I switched to Portuguese, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hideous.
Oh, really?
Because French, it just all just kind of like flows, and it sounds really pretty. I mean, kind of, because sometimes it does sound weird. But yeah, and then when I switched to Portuguese, I'm like, wow,
This is not a pretty
it does not
language.
sound pretty. I could see that. But I guess I would have to listen to some Portuguese or some Brazilians speak Portuguese.
Go away.
Someone needs to drop some hearts. Yeah, so on the trip, we ate pastel de nata every single day.
Oh, good. Because you gotta take advantage because you can't eat dessert here at home.
That's right, because I gave it up for Lent. But travel was an exception. Sputnik says, hey, does anyone want a refrigerant?
Why?
No.
That's what they sound like.
Oh, I see. Oh, does anyone want a refrigerant?
Oh.
Hi, Kolchish. How are you? Do you know what GL stands for?
No. I
Oh,
don't.
good luck.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you. We will take that luck.
Yes. Yeah, so we ate pastel de nata every day. We found the best places to get it.
Well,
And I can definitely recognize a good pastel de nata now.
yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
And we were actually talking about how, because my husband said, oh, you should give the recipe to our older sister because she bakes a lot. And
Give it to me. I will bake it.
No,
with
and-
my newfound
And you
love
know,
of baking.
I was saying, oh, you should go to the other world in the middle of that circle.
Good idea.
It's gonna be something. Yeah, we thought we could give her the recipe, and it could be like a technical challenge. Go in the cave. Yeah, we thought it could be like a technical challenge in Great British Baking Show.
I like the sound of that a lot.
Because I would know exactly what it's supposed to taste like and what it's supposed to look like, but she wouldn't.
I like the sound of that a lot. That's awesome.
But
Can I do it? Can I compete against her?
Sure. But the thing is, I looked at a recipe. It does not sound like a fun recipe. So, because I looked at the recipe, I'm like, yeah, I'm never making that. So.
I'll make it. You know what? I'll make it on stream.
Oh, that'd be cool. I thought we could also try something else on stream. Maybe it was because they eat a lot of sardines over there too. And I did get some sardines. It was weird because they give you, like, you know, you can buy cans of sardines here.
Yeah.
They give you a can of sardines, and then they give you, because they can it there, then they give you, like, the bread and stuff. But the sardines I got were in a tomato sauce, and they were really good that way. So I think maybe that's what I'm going to try next.
We
with
haven't-
sardines.
Sam, we haven't gone into any of these buildings, right? For the village in the Dark World.
I don't think so. Okay. Spenick says, did you figure out the mystery why Spain and... Oh, we did do this.
Yeah.
Why Spain in all their centuries didn't conquer Portugal? You know, I didn't. But Portugal has, I think, one of the longest, one of the longest borders. Like, it's been the same
I think I figured out
boundary for ages. What did you figure out?
why we got stuck before. I don't know how to go on. Can we go through the back of this building?
We have to go to the light world, I think, and go up the mountain. And then, remember there was that... Remember that now?
Hey, yes, I do. So we're leaving Dark World.
Yeah, leaving there. Because we gotta go up the mountain. Spenick says it makes no sense to me. Yeah, I don't either. But, you know, I did learn while I was doing research on Portugal is that back during World War II, Portugal was neutral. And, you know, Sintra, that town I was talking about where all the palaces are. So, like, the Axis and Allies would all, like, kind of chill at Sintra and just, like, be there together. And it was neutral, so they couldn't fight or anything. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Can I just go this way instead?
You trying to go to town?
No. You're right, because then we can't
go up
get
the
back to the
mountain.
Dark World.
Yeah, you go up to the mountain and there's a portal, or there's a way to go to the Dark World there.
Yeah.
Spenick says, seems like it'd be really easy. Yeah, it does seem like it'd be easy to kind of
Aren't there
take
mountains?
over Portuguese.
Aren't there mountains?
Not really. There's the Douro Valley, which that... So I was so mad.
Is there a portal in town?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Argus says we should look.
Try looking in town for a portal. Oh, maybe we should look then. Argus seems to know what he's talking about. Maybe try and get rid of that. So, one of the things... Oh, that was lame.
Stupid.
One of the things that we wanted to do out of Porto was we wanted to do... Spenick says Kevin's probably already beaten 2 of them. He probably has.
To what?
Kevin. There was a game where Kevin's like, I already killed 2 of them. And then we died, and then we had to... It was in Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah.
And...
I shouldn't go in here.
No.
The forest. Sure. Well, there's a portal in there.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, we'll go to the mountain then.
Yeah, Kevin said he already beat 2 of them. When we restarted the battle, there were only 2 to begin with. So he didn't kill any. But yeah, so when we did the Douro, or when we did Porto, I was looking into how to get to the Douro Valley because that was one of the things I wanted to do. And wouldn't you know it, the train line was under construction. They were redoing.
Typical.
Yeah, and so what would normally take 2.5 hours changed now to 4.
Wow.
So like 2.5 you could maybe do in a day trip. So we were gonna do that, and then
This isn't the way, is it?
to the mountain. Yeah, it is.
It is.
You've done this. Go
I'm-
up. Go up.
I don't remember.
Oh no, sorry. It's up the next time. Yeah, it's up here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, but then have it be 4 hours one way and 4 hours back, we're like, it doesn't make sense. And then I looked into what if we rented a car, but then that didn't make sense either, because part of the appeal of taking the train is that the train runs right along the river, so it's supposed to be really scenic. But, you know, with taking a car, you're on these other back roads and you're not even near the water until, like, you know, certain spots. So we didn't do that.
I see.
Which was a big bummer because that was supposed to be a big day trip for us. But I was telling Cookie earlier that I really liked Porto. I thought Porto was a very cool city. It has this cool bridge going through, which I had heard was the guy who did the Eiffel Tower is like one of his apprentices who designed the bridge. So the bridge was pretty cool. You could walk across the top and then also like the bottom level. The top level was definitely cooler because it was just the metro going there. So, and the trains weren't really going all that often, so you could just kind of like walk wherever you wanted to. Whereas on the lower one, that one vehicles went through, and that one was so crowded with pedestrians. It was awful.
I don't know where I'm going.
You're right there.
Am I?
I think so. Isn't it right here?
I don't know.
Maybe it's higher. Go up to the next level. I mean, you're gonna have to go back in the cave. Well, go back in the cave. Or you can go back talk to the old guy.
I know, I was gonna go back and talk to the old guy. It's probably faster to get there not through the cave, but safer.
So, what was I saying? Oh, so instead of doing the Douro Valley, what we ended up doing instead, because we wanted to go to some wineries on there. Deborah says, yay, she's back. Yep, I'm back. I was just talking about my trip. So instead of doing the Douro, what we ended up doing was we went to, so in Porto, they make port. Yeah, they do. So instead of going to the actual wineries and, you know, trying the wine there, we went to port wine cellars, which were right in town. So we went to one, it's called Graham's, and they have port that you can buy at like grocery store, or not grocery stores, but like wine and liquor stores. Which we tried to buy some at the end of the tour, but they're like, oh, we don't ship wine to the United States. I'm like, oh no, what are we gonna do? So we actually ended up buying some today.
Oh, okay.
Because we went to the wine store and they had Graham's, so we're like, okay, we're gonna buy it, and we know which ones are good. But really, they're all good. But if anyone's looking to buy some port wine, I recommend the Graham's 6 Grapes because it's pretty cheap and it's pretty good too. But I think that may have been my favorite part of the entire trip.
Really? Just
Yeah.
the wine?
The tour at the place, because well, for those of you who don't know, when I did my undergrad at Cornell, there's a wines class, and it's the most failed class at Cornell because a lot of people take it because they think it'll just be a blow-off class, but it is really pretty challenging. But you learn about a whole bunch of different kinds of wine and stuff. So anyway, so when we went to this port cellar, we were learning about all of this, or not port cellar, port cellar.
You just said that.
With a C. I was thinking I had said it with an S, but no, with a C, port cellar. But we learned a lot about the Douro Valley and then the differences between different kinds of port, because there's ruby port, tawny port, and vintage port. And vintages are really good, but they're really expensive. We went to look at the price today.
That makes sense, yeah.
And so one from 2016 was apparently like an awesome year. And the bottle of port cost, what was it, like $120?
Wow.
And so it's really expensive. So we're like, okay. And then one from, I think, 2000 was a little cheaper. It was like $108. But I was like, okay.
Still a lot.
I told my husband, because his dad really likes pork. I told him, how about for when your dad turns 60? Because his dad is turning 59 this year. So we did get him a bottle of port, but I'm like, how about when he turns 60, we get him a vintage bottle? Because they're better.
Yeah.
But so the 6 grapes one, that one's like $25. So I bought we bought one for his parents, one for our parents, and we also bought a bottle of Tawny, and that we're just gonna kind of like keep with us and distribute to people because that was expensive. Because the bottle we bought was a 20-year, and it cost like $55. Yeah, it's expensive. But it was really interesting because so they sorry, I just thought it was so interesting. So rubies are the cheapest and easiest to make because they only age for 4 to 6 years. You need to find a way.
There is no way down. Maybe this way.
And I should have been helping you instead of talking about the trip.
No. Everybody wants to hear. I want to hear about your trip, so it's fine. I'll figure it out.
Okay, so I'll keep talking about the wine.
Oh gosh, this place looks horrible.
Yeah, I think. Do we have boots?
No, I don't think so.
We could try it.
I don't think I can't get past these guys.
You can. You have your hammer.
Oh, that's what the hammer's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do this.
Okay.
Alright, maybe someday.
Yeah, but what are we supposed to do then?
I think there must be a portal in town.
Okay, we'll go to town.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the same. Maybe if I take the bridge over, then I kind of defeats...
Oh, then we could go to 7.
Don't we have to do them in order?
I don't think so. I think since they're all on the map, we can do all of them.
I wonder if I get to the top, if I can just go left,
Yeah, try it. And there was nothing on that bottom left thing? Okay, I checked. So anyway, so ruby ports, so they have all these different aging barrels, casks. There's these giant ones, and I have pictures that I can post. So the giant casks, don't hit them.
Why do they not?
They don't hurt you. Oh, I guess we can't go up.
All right.
Okay, then go back and we'll look in town. I really don't remember where you're supposed to go though. But so the giant casks is where the rubies are aged. And the thing is, since they're so big, there's not that much surface area of wine to oak that they don't absorb as much flavor of that. So ruby ports stay really fruity and really good. And all ports are dessert wines, so they're all sweet.
The best kind of wine.
That's true. But not like sickly sweet like an ice wine. I don't like those. But so anyway, so rubies, they have a very fruity taste, and they're generally pretty pleasant. I mean they're all pleasant. But okay, let me continue. So, not like you're preventing me from continuing. But so that's rubies. Tawnies are, so they start in those big casks like the rubies do, but then they get transferred to these smaller barrels. And I mean, granted, these barrels are still pretty big, but they're barrels that make it so that there's a lot more oak to wine surface area. Yeah, you're not going the right way. So the Tawnies are much more...
Oh, we can't come back this way!
Terrible.
Oh my gosh. I can't go down there, I'll die.
If you go to the map here, does it show you anything? Like,
no.
Well, I mean, once you get out of the cave, does it show you like where to go or anything?
We'll see.
Okay. No. Okay, I didn't know if there was gonna be any dungeons shown. So Tawnies have a lot more, they get a lot more flavoring from the oak. So, like, sometimes people describe, like, wines like Chardonnay as oaky. And
I don't know.
but anyway, so Tawny's kind of have that, but they sometimes get like caramely tasting and other flavors, and so they're definitely interesting. I like the rubies better, but they're they definitely have a much different flavor profile. Do you want me to take over and try and do something?
I don't know how to get off this mountain, and it's making me mad.
Here, let me try.
Because we can't go back the way we came, so I just... Really what I should have done is I should have just... No, because I couldn't get off the mountain in the Dark World either. We're just trapped on this mountain.
No, we've gotten off of it before. How'd we do that?
Didn't we go in a dungeon? Oh, I can take it from here.
Okay. So Tawny's, they had a barrel. Oh, what year was it? It was from the 1880s. They had a barrel that's been aging since the 1880s.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and they said that...
They're patient.
And they bottled some of them, like a couple years ago, and they said that you could buy a bottle of that wine for like...
A fortune.
Oh my gosh, what was it? Was it like 80,000 euro? It was like insane. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
who would spend that much money on wine? Even if it's the best wine in the world.
Yeah. So the thing is, so they have Tawnies that are aged since that long. So then the last variety, or the last type, is vintage. And so I guess the main difference is that rubies and Tawnies, they fully mature before you bottle them. So that once they're in the bottle, they're done aging. So they do all their aging in the wood and the casks. But then vintage, they have, I forget, it doesn't get filtered when you put it in the bottle, so it still has some like sediments and residue of sorts, but that keeps it aging. So like a vintage bottle, they had some vintages from that 2016, and so those, they're in the bottles, but they're still aging. So like you can still keep it for, so many years. It's just going to keep aging and aging and aging. And the vintages were really good. But like I said, they're super expensive. So
but they were included to sample in your
tour? So the thing is, when we booked the tour, which actually we got so lucky because you're supposed to book like a day in advance, which we didn't because we didn't have a plan for Porto.
Right.
So we just like showed up and we're like, well, hopefully we can get in. And they had an English tour and like we only had to wait 45 minutes. It was amazing because we just got right in. But yeah, so the vintage wines. Oh, so when we booked, the girl, I think that might be like a bomb. Yeah, mine.
I was kind of hoping it was our portal we're looking for.
Oh, no. I should probably.
Portal? I said, where's that portal?
In town?
To the north of town.
We're getting hints.
I could have used that a second ago before I came back to town.
So
in the woods? Into the woods?
Okay, so I was talking about the vintage bottle. Oh, yeah, so when we booked our tour, the girl at the desk, she's like, oh, well, since there's 3 of you, and she's like, I'm assuming that you all want to, like, try as many as you can.
I wasn't there. It was her husband's cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Just to clear that up.
Yeah,
I was not there.
So it was me, my husband, and my husband's cousin. So she's like, oh, since there are 3 of you, she's like, I would recommend doing, like, because we got a set of 3. So there was one set that was all Tawnies, and you tried like a 10-year, a 20-year, and a 30-year. And then another was like three reds. So like there was one ruby and 2 vintage, and then there was like the vintage set, which was 3 vintages, and one of the 3 was Tawny. And so of the 3 of us, we tried those 9 ports, and they were so good. And the thing is, we is there fairies, do you think? No, it was treasure.
He said it was like a gang of thieves
in the desert.
Oh, we've got to
try running into it.
That's not gonna work.
Okay.
It could have worked.
I thought there was a chance. But since we hadn't eaten in a long time since breakfast, I was like, you know what? We need something to go with this port, because how better to enjoy port than with cheese, right?
Yes.
So they had cheese that you could buy, and they also had chocolate truffles, because I thought, oh, this is how we get it.
Yeah, piece of heart.
Because I thought that the cheese sounded really good, but my husband's not really a big cheese fan, so we got the chocolate truffles more for him.
That sounds delicious.
Even though we all had the chocolate truffles. But it was just so good. Like, just the tasting experience and learning about all the wines. Like, I thought it was really, really cool. And even though it was expensive to do, I'm like, it was worth it. So if anyone's ever in Porto, go to Graham's and get yourself some port tasting, because I don't think you'll regret it. I could be wrong, but I don't think you would. So, yeah, so we did that, and out of Porto, we also went to Aveiro. That's where they had all those, like, fake swords. Do you remember those?
That was so long ago. I didn't remember that, and I was like, what are these? I'm like, it's not a button. I tried hammering it. I don't know if you saw me doing that. Okay, that clears things up.
So from Porto, we also did we did a day trip to Aveiro, which is I don't think so. They just take stuff from you.
Thieves.
Yeah. Where's your boomerang?
I'm going to.
Dad Tier says a link to the past.
Dad's here. Oh my god.
You looking to complete this? Yeah, probably.
Eventually.
Not today. We've made that perfectly clear.
Dad's here. So the thing is, I check in when Dad's here streaming because I want to watch, but they're playing a game that our brother said is really good. It's Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah, he did say that.
But it's a game that apparently I shouldn't spoil for myself, so I haven't been watching Dad's here because I've been playing that.
Okay.
That's sad. But it's supposed to be good.
Ditchy says, oh, please, do not watch if you haven't. Oh, good, good. So we did a day trip to Aveiro, which was really, like, kind of, I guess, anticlimactic. Like, it wasn't what... I didn't really even know what I was hoping for, because it's called, like, the Venice of Portugal. Ditchy says...
canals?
There's one canal, but they take little gondola like boats on it, and I mean it was fine. But Dad says we beat it last night, so no worries about that anymore.
Okay.
But the thing is, on the train ride to Aveiro, we saw that there's this big beach.
Oh my gosh.
That there's this big beach and this boardwalk goes right along it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, oh well, on the way back to Porto, we'll just we'll just get off and walk that stretch of boardwalk. And so we did, and so that made the trip to Aveiro worth it. Plus we found this. Oh, nice! You can give that to the witch.
Oh, nice.
But we did find a nice little cafe for lunch that we went to in Aveiro that was pretty good. They had some sandwiches. I had a crab sandwich, and it had what else was on it? Eggs, onion, tomato, and it had mustard on it, but it was actually okay. I don't usually like mustard.
I love mustard. You know what? I smelled mustard the other day at work, and I was like, I gotta have a garbage plate, so I'm gonna make one soon.
Nice. Which there's a sandwich in. Watch out!
I hate these guys.
There's a sandwich in Porto that when you read the description, it's called the Frassacinha. It sounds kind of like a garbage plate, only like Portuguese version.
Yeah.
And because I read the description, I'm like, I don't even want to try that. Like, it does not sound good to me. So it had, what was it? Like ham, maybe ham, roast beef, and maybe some other stuff. It had an egg on top, and it was all covered in gravy and had French fries on the side. Like, I just thought it didn't sound very good, so I didn't even bother.
I keep forgetting that I should avoid that guy. These stores don't help us anymore.
No, they didn't help us then either. Yeah, I thought Porto was just a really cute town though. Like, it was very it was nice. It was nice to walk around.
Oh my gosh, look at all the animals.
This is where we got the sword.
What?
Maybe try going from. Are there steps? Like, can you go down? No, I guess not. I thought maybe there was a portal there.
Can I read this with our book now?
Yeah.
We probably did that before.
I think we had the book then too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got to find that portal. We've accomplished nothing.
I'm not convinced there is a portal.
I don't
In
know.
the forest.
Person over there seems to think there is one.
Guns of the Helghast says hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Guns.
Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. Okay.
Well, don't go up there. That was a
I know.
dead end.
Well, I watched Guns of the Helghast was playing some Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
Argus says try looking in town, but after coming out of the forest. Okay, so go back
This
to
has been
town.
a wild goose chase.
Datu says I wanted to make sure to throw up your stream while I do some work, so I will be half lurking.
All right.
All right, that's fine.
Sounds good.
So let me think. What else about my trip? So I had told you we'd gone to Sintra, and we went to a couple of the palaces there. So there was one.
You
called-
hated the crowds.
I hated the crowds. Oh my gosh, tourists are the worst. And I know I'm a tourist, but somehow other people are worse tourists than what I am. So they're all posing for pictures. I'm like, okay, it's fine if you do like one, but some people were just like taking millions of pictures, and it's like, do you
So you know all the different like poses and
Yeah,
expressions.
and it's like, come on, like, you know, let everyone else take a picture. And it wasn't even tourist season, so I would hate to see what it's like in summer. Which actually, fun fact that we learned about the Douro River from the wine thing. Like, it was just so great. Loved it. The Douro Valley in the summer, so they have a saying in Portugal that says that the Douro Valley has nine months of winter and 3 months of hell. And apparently it's funny in Portuguese because it rhymes. It doesn't rhyme here. Because in the summer, they said, like, she said it can get up to like 50 degrees Celsius.
It was really hot.
Like 50 Celsius is like, you know, probably 120 or something. Like, that's ridiculous. But, what is that building?
This one?
Yeah.
We've been in here before, I think.
I don't know, but yeah. Gun said that my favorite Zelda for retro and Twilight for 3D. This is the favorite. And Twilight for 3D, and not fond of Breath of the Wild. Yeah, we've never played Breath of the Wild or Twilight.
My husband's in the middle of Breath of the Wild.
Oh, really?
He gets really mad because the weapons, like, they're disposable. Like,
Oh,
you can use it a certain number of times and then it breaks, and then you gotta use something else.
that is weird.
So I feel like that would drive me insane, but also the map just seems really big and kind of confusing. But I've heard really good things about it from, like, a lot of people.
Yeah.
So. Alright, well, that was worthwhile. Got some health back.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna tell us some fortune.
I have no idea where we're going. We're looking for
Go
a
to
portal.
town.
I know, that's what I hear. Okay.
Gun says that weapons are sensitive in Breath of the Wild.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's see. So we went to Sintra. So we did Pena Palace. Oh, yeah, okay, and I did that detour about the Douro. So we did Pena Palace, which is the one that you always see pictures of. It's like yellow and red and blue. Like it's very cool. And the inside was pretty cool too. So it was very cool. The only thing is we walked there and we took the road that the cars take, which was a huge mistake because apparently there's a pedestrian way that we found on the way back where you avoid, because the thing is the road is like this narrow and you're walking and there are these big tour buses driving right by you, and I felt like at one point, like, I swear my heart stopped because like I saw the bus coming and I'm like, I am flat against this wall, there's nothing I can do, I'm going to get squished. But thank goodness I didn't. Oh, Marco, right?
Yes, that's Marco.
Hi, Marco. How are you? And Gun says if you flip the map a certain way in this game, it's Breath of the Wild map.
Really?
That's really
That's
interesting.
cool.
So that's good to know for if, well, tell your husband that. He might already know.
Yeah. Did you know that? He's not paying attention. It's okay.
And Marco says thank you for your follow on Instagram. And he says he's good. That's good.
Yeah, thanks for your follow. We have like no followers right now because it's a very new account.
We've gotten a couple more because some of my friends wanted to see Portugal pictures.
Yeah, she posted some of her Portugal pictures up on her Instagram.
Yeah.
And I posted the pictures of the cookies I made.
But so we did Paint a Palace. Oh, Dad Tier's hosting us. Thank you, Dad Tier.
Thanks.
And Gun says, Cookie, have you ever played Shadow of the Colossus?
Yes, I love it.
And I've played.
So I've only played through it once though, and I'm not.
And I played a couple of them.
Yes, there was one though. You weren't there when I was playing it, but our brother was with me, and so we were trying to figure out how to beat it. I swear, I was trying to figure out how to kill it for like, I think it was 3 to 4 hours.
Wow.
It was a long time, but at least the music was awesome. It was the second to last Colossus, and he's pretty cool. I mean, they're all pretty cool, but it's a game I want to replay, like, cause they have like higher quality.
We could play that on stream.
We should, cause you've never seen the end.
I haven't.
Why are there so many chickens in here?
Oh, blow up that wall.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, so we did Paint a Palace, which is that one I was talking about. And then we also did Moore's Castle, which isn't really a castle. It's kind of just like a big guard wall. But it really kind of reminded me of the Great Wall of China. Just like in that you're walking up and down a lot of these stairs and it's a wall. And I mean, definitely not as impressive as the Great Wall.
Yeah.
But I really liked Moore's Castle. I thought it was cool. Gun says the remake is really good for Shadow.
Yeah, I think because I have the one that's on PS3, which I know they've got a new one out on PS4 that's even higher quality, but I don't have a PS4.
My husband and I do.
Yeah.
We could move all of our streaming stuff.
Can we get into this building? I think this has the secret portal.
Oh.
Does anyone know where the secret portal is in this town?
Maybe I should Google it. My phone's all the way over somewhere.
Here, you can use mine.
Okay. Sorry, I made you suffer for too long.
Here, maybe here you can take control and look around. Yeah.
Okay.
Argus
says go into the woods.
Again?
Then leave the woods a different way back to town. I swear I didn't do this when I played through the game.
Lift up rocks. The big rocks or the little rocks?
Okay, so we're gonna go into the forest.
Well, because there's like the southern entrance and then there's one to the east of the forest.
So we're gonna go in the southern entrance.
That's on the left. So we want to go to the one on the side.
Well, I'd say it's on the right.
Oh, no. He meant the southern entrance.
Oh, yeah, the left. Okay. So that was the Sintra day. We went to Belém, or it's probably the lane. I keep, the E has the one accent, and I kept doing it wrong. Did we go in here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you just have to leave, that other way. Not that way, I guess. I thought that's where we were supposed to go.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Yeah. This way, but look out for the robber.
Yeah. So we went to Belém, and we had more pastel de nata there.
No, we just have to get out of the forest.
I'm trying.
You just go right.
No.
Yes. Yes, you just go right from here.
No, I couldn't.
You can. That was before. You went through a tunnel, and now you're good.
No. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're out.
Yeah, but now I don't know. So now we have to go back to town? But we've got to lift up rocks.
There's a different color.
Okay. I wouldn't have thought to do that. So that's good.
Oh, we've been here before, apparently.
Oh.
Do we have enough fairies?
I think we're stocked, yeah. Okay. You can replenish your health if you need it.
Yeah. Oh,
that's new.
So yeah, we went to Belém and we just kind of walked around. We went to a monastery that was there, and that was kind of cool. Yeah, more pastel de nata. That was the original pastel de nata, and it was good. But we found another shop that tasted just as good. Which they were really cheap, I thought. Like, I would say that something like that at home or like here would cost like €2.
Yeah.
Whereas there it was just, or not €2, $2.
Yeah.
Whereas they were €1, so I thought that was pretty reasonable. Lisbon though.
Lift rocks. We never found out if we're supposed to be lifting big ones or small ones, so we'll just lift them all.
Maybe I was supposed to lift one over here. Or is it? He said back to town. Okay, we'll do this. Go into town. What would we do without you, Argus? Are there even rocks in town?
I don't know.
Oh, he said left.
Oh, that entrance maybe.
Oh, so we went. We can't lift this.
It's too heavy.
We are not strong enough.
Oh, yeah, so A Link to the Past world record is 1 hour and 23 minutes.
We have to come from the woods.
Ay.
Oh, man.
I'm tired of these woods.
So we also walked through, like, in both cities, we walked to the, kind of the...
There's another entrance to the left.
Another one? I mean, that is the...
This is the entrance we used before. Go into town and... Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm going into town.
And then go left.
Going left.
But keep going left.
Keep going left. Oh my gosh.
I know, how horrible.
What a disaster.
I think my husband's getting annoyed with us because we're just doing a bad job of following his directions.
Well, because we haven't done anything for the entire stream.
What are you talking about? We were stuck on that mountain for a while. We were getting around.
Okay. So we went to like kind of the historic-y areas of both cities. But and I mean it was
No, don't go up there.
okay. It was
right.
cool. I would say as a whole, Porto seemed cleaner.
Can you go down?
I don't think so. Oh. I guess I can.
We're so close.
Oh my gosh. What an ordeal this
I
is.
know.
Now we know. We'll be pros next time.
Finally.
Do you want to take over since you haven't actually done anything?
I don't care.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay. So what was your favorite part of your trip?
Well, I
Drinking the wine tour?
yeah.
Okay.
I did really like it. Which, I'm gonna get out of this.
Well, we've got to go further into the forest.
Oops.
Oh, but Sapien's a good idea.
Well, we haven't done anything. Oh, so the next one is the forest.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why we were working so hard to get in there.
Gotcha. But I would say as a whole, because, I mean, I did like... Oh, let's get bombs here. I did like both cities, but Porto seemed cleaner. They both have lots of graffiti, which I thought was kind
Like
of...
artistic graffiti or like...
Well, that's the difference, is that Porto had more artistic graffiti, whereas Lisbon had kind of more like, you know, not as nice graffiti. So
like more the
Americanized.
I was gonna say illegal kind of graffiti, whereas like yeah, the graffiti in the other one's more like artsy, so it's like welcome.
So
by the
it's
city.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe it. And Lisbon was, oh, I guess I went the wrong way. Lisbon was just so much bigger too that Porto seemed a lot more manageable, and I felt like Porto. It was kind of funny because I mean I think Porto has maybe a more. I felt like it was more authentic, or it had more character. I guess Lisbon is just kind of all the same. I guess.
Gotta get back in there.
But Lisbon has tons of like, I mean both cities have tons of cobbled streets and sidewalks and stuff. But Lisbon sometimes and I'm dying.
I know you are.
I didn't realize. Sorry.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
I was hoping you'd give me a heart.
I don't know if you can set one. Can you go left there? It kind of looks like there might be a gap in the trees. Okay, I guess not. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, so Lisbon had, some of the sidewalks were super narrow, whereas Porto, the sidewalks were more like normal size, and it wasn't all cobbles, because the cobbles kind of get super annoying as you're walking on them. But a lot of the sidewalks were really cool, and yeah, I mean, it was a really nice trip, and it was definitely more satisfying than what the Hawaii trip was.
Marco's at 911 right now. I don't know what that is.
Is that like the emergency room?
Yeah, that's my impression, but I don't know. Because didn't they say there were different numbers in Brazil?
Yeah.
I don't remember if 911 was one.
I don't think it was. I don't know where to go.
Yeah. What happened? That's not good. You must be doing 192 medical. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it looked kind of funny.
Yeah, 190's cops. So what did you do, Marco? Why are you in the hospital? That's not good.
Is there another entrance to this place?
Well, yeah, you already kind of went to one of the other exits.
I know, but I'm wondering if there's another way to go. Another way to get in.
He doesn't hear us. Why are you in the hospital? Maybe I'll type it.
It's loud. Yeah, I know, she's dying. Or maybe it's just loud in the hospital. No, I think it's because I'm
The
dying.
death is the death sound.
Sorry. I think I have to come out a different way. I think you steered me wrong.
It's possible, but I don't know. Gotta get back in there. Maybe if you use the southern entrance.
Maybe.
To the woods.
I don't like dying.
You're in the medical base? Like, I don't know. I'm confused.
I'm sorry, I'm dying.
Thank goodness. Wow.
That was amazing.
That fairy committed better time. Ambulance stuff. Okay, so you're working right now and watching? What are you know? Don't watch us while you're working. Gosh, where did the hearts go already?
I don't know.
Stay in the woods is what Argus says. I know, she's going back to the woods. No. Take a different entrance. Yeah, attack it from a different direction because what we were doing wasn't working.
Yeah, I think that's what the problem is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I need to find a heart.
Yeah. Or
I
you know,
had-
fairy will bring you back, and that's
I
fine.
had my hammer out. I thought I had my
Oh, your boomerang?
I'm like, why am I not boomeranging? But yeah, so it was definitely a nice culture trip. Yes. I'm guessing I get hurt if I go in there.
Or you can just walk right over it. Well, Marco says to check our Instagram later. We will. We will. I think this is it. Yeah, seems like it. Good luck.
Hopefully we can beat it.
I've got a whole bunch of things to talk to you
Well,
about.
wait.
Nothing so in depth. You're not done yet.
I might have more to say.
Oh, okay.
I have to think. Oh, I didn't tell you. Well, I guess I told you earlier. So, for all of you who watch, you know that we don't really swear, right?
Yeah.
So, I've never been so frustrated by a stupid thing, but so you know those travel pillows?
The ones that go around your neck.
Yeah, the ones that go around your neck. So I decided to buy one at one point. Do you know how I'm supposed to get past this?
Did you already try jumping in there?
No, it doesn't look like it would be a good thing. I didn't know if it changed the things over here. So I don't have a key. Nope, yet. Oh wait.
That's a good idea.
Oh man. Maybe I'll try running.
That's what I would have tried. Okay, so that didn't work. What are these things? Are those spikies?
Yeah.
Can you just like hit it with something?
I'm gonna try using my hook.
There are multiple entrances to the dungeon.
Are there? Oh, but that worked.
That worked. Might have to keep looking around the forest. Wow, we've gotta be careful.
Yeah, so I don't swear very often. So when I do, it's kind of a big deal. And I didn't swear, but I was thinking it in my head. Because my husband and I were walking through the airport, and I have this stupid travel pillow. Because I decided on the flight there, I'm like, why did I get this travel pillow? Because it's not even comfortable.
It's just another thing you have to pack and
It
carry
is.
around.
No, and the thing is, so you put it around your head, and then your neck is like forward because
that sounds horrible.
because of the stupid headrest of the
airplane.
airplane chair, and then you have this other stupid pillow. So, anyways, but it wouldn't fit in my bag, or at least I didn't think it would fit in my bag. So what I did was I had it like, because it has like a little. Okay, that's fine. No, you can bomb that thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it had a little loop that you could hook it to your bag on the outside. So I did that because I thought, oh, like this is so great. It'll save me space in my bag. Okay, yeah, so put a thing in.
Okay, we're gonna do the same. Oh,
Yeah.
but then we can't come back.
Right.
So I kind of blew that by
Well,
picking
pull
that
that
up.
thing. Oh.
Ah!
And I can get that big key. And when are we gonna play OSG 96?
That's the Olympic game. I don't know.
We'll have to. I mean, we still gotta beat this
It's
one.
locked.
Oh, we need the big key. Darn it. Okay.
Okay, so we'll get out of here.
Well, but you can still grappling hook over there if you want.
and then die on the way back. Is it worth it?
It might be.
Because the key wouldn't be in one of those. It'd be in a chest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, so you can skip
We'll
it.
leave it.
Marcus says Zelda is nice. Yeah. So, I mean, but we'll think about it for the next game. So what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so this pillow. It was on the outside of my bag. The thing is, it kept getting hit on everything, and it made it so like when I tried to put it in the overhead bin, it wouldn't fit. And so, anyways, we were walking through the airport, or maybe it was the train station. I think it was the airport, and I was like,
Oh my gosh, get away. Why did the music have to get so intense all of a sudden? Boomerang it! Boomerang!
It's the same music.
Somehow I just hadn't even noticed the music, and then all of a sudden it was like blaring at me.
Marcus says it's a multiplayer game,
Okay.
so we could play it on stream. So anyways, as I'm walking through the airport, again, I don't usually swear. I was thinking, you know, this and I never say the F-bomb. I'm like, this effing pillow. It's just a little, and I kept complaining to my husband about, but I was calling it a stupid.
Can I not kill these guys?
I would use bow and arrow.
Missed. What the heck is that? Maybe I have to let it get me. Well, we'll go left first. There was a button. There was a button.
I don't want me to grab it. So yeah, so I was just thinking, you know, this effing pillow. I was just so mad about it. And I kept saying to my husband, I'm like,
It got me.
oh, it just brings you to the beginning.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, could be worse. Yeah, so I kept telling my husband, like, we need to get rid of this thing. We need to get rid of it. I need to move one of those statues. So, anyways, I did end up squeezing it into my bag. Try the other one.
Maybe I have to just move this block.
Oh, maybe.
Oh my gosh, I don't like these zombies.
It's Julian says, hey girls. Hi, it's Julian.
Hello. You think a bow and arrow would get rid of these guys?
I think it would certainly help. Nothing else in here seems to... Well, there goes that. Good thing we have fairies.
I know, but what happens when we run out?
So yeah, so that pillow thing happened. Yeah, but I did squeeze it into my bag, so it got,
you did?
It got better, yeah. But it was still just like the most annoying thing, and I'm definitely gonna get rid of it because it just causes me frustration and it does not bring me joy.
Oh,
That's
good.
for sure. Then there was another thing that happened because I just got back from Portugal. It's Julian.
She's been telling everyone all about it.
Today's actually my first day back. So my husband and I, we took off work because we got home late and, you know, I only got 4.5 hours of sleep. So we're like, well, we're not going to work. Yeah, just got back. We were gone a week. Yeah, it was a really good trip. But so one of the other things that like was almost catastrophe was we were so early.
Finally, I got a key.
Nice. We could go back to that other one.
Do you think it's the big key though?
No, but there was another door we could have gone through with a key.
Okay. You're not in good shape.
No. And I have a fuzz.
This wasn't the way. I don't think this was the way.
No. It's because you went through a different door.
No, I know, but I'm trying to figure out how to get back to the door you were at. Maybe I did go this way. That thing up there looks more like the boss.
No, I mean, you went in... You came out a different door than you went in, so you've never been over here before.
No, I went into... I don't know where...
You need to go back in the dungeon, is what I'm saying.
I know that, but I don't know where you went into the dungeon.
It was before you went into the dungeon.
I know that, but
So
we
you need
used a different entrance.
So you need to come out the other way. So like go in here and then come out the other door.
Oh. And you think that's gonna do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see. Think I can grapple hook across?
No, I'll just go back to the other one because
I
we
wish
know
I
there's a
wasn't
door.
dying.
I know.
That door up there?
No, go down.
We should go through that door. Okay.
It's Julian says, what did you like the most about Portugal? I really liked this this wine. We went to a port wine cellar and they did a tour and then a tasting, and it was really, really good. It was at Graham's in case anybody is gonna go. Got electrocuted.
I saw him.
But yeah, so we almost had catastrophe when we were at the train that was going to go between Lisbon and Porto, and we got there so early, and so we were just like sitting on a bench. I was filling in my little journal because I wrote a journal for everything we did, so that so when I looked back, I could be like, oh, what'd we do in Lisbon and Porto? Like in case anybody else wanted to go, I could give suggestions.
I walked right into it.
Let me know if you ever... Oh, we could have also done that door over on the left.
Let's do that.
We already used the key on the other door.
Goodness gracious. Oh, man. I just hate these mummies. How are you supposed to, like, get past them and not have them bother you? And I walked right into it again. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. Yes, please take over.
So anyway, so we're sitting on this bench. I was writing in my little journal because I was keeping track of everything. And so we're sitting on this bench for like at least an hour, probably.
It's a long time.
Okay, and then we're like, okay, like let's get on the train now because, you know, our train was there. We're like, oh, let's just sit down. But the thing is, I had bought these tickets online. I'm gonna try burning them. Maybe I'll try burning them. Okay, burning does not work. Did you try boomeranging?
Admittedly not. Look out.
Okay, well, we'll just arrows.
Who cares? Just boomerang them if
Arrows
they come
don't
at
seem
you.
to help. I wonder if he did something like not sure. Yeah, so we're waiting at the train, you know, doing nothing, essentially. And then at one point, some guy is looking at us and looking at his ticket, because we bought our tickets online. So I'm like, okay, cool, we're all set, we got our tickets online. And so he's like, you're in my seat. Or I asked him, are we in your seat? Because he, you know, kind of looked like we were. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, we can just move to a different seat, it's fine. But little did I know, we needed seats.
Oh, you didn't have
So
spots?
it was like 10 minutes to go before the train, and I said to my husband, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna check. Like, I'm just gonna see if there's, see if we need to check in, because we didn't check in. We just bought our tickets and we're like, okay, we're set,
Yeah.
we're ready to go. Turns out, when you buy your ticket online, you actually have to buy your seat in person. So, you know, we thought,
No, I think we are all out of fairies.
are we?
I think so. It's alright. Did we ever save today? That took us back here, but we've got no fairies.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
Okay. So yeah, so 10 minutes before the train goes, and I'm like, we need to, I'm like, I'm gonna just find out. So you have to keep playing, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna just use all of our... What are we even trying to do in here? We've already done
I
everything.
wanted to slash all of these vines. Because I didn't have a chance to do that.
Okay.
So we might be fine. You can let the hand grab you.
No, why would I do that?
He doesn't hurt us, he takes us at the beginning.
Well, I guess that could have been a good idea.
And we already slashed those vines.
But we've got a new key, so we
do.
can use it here. Alright, so go on with your story.
Okay, so 10 minutes before the train goes.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, you might not want to,
I kind of want that treasure chest.
well, yeah, I say go for that one, but leave the rest of them. Slash. You didn't slash.
What do you mean slash?
Slash the vines.
I didn't know what you meant. You said slash. I was like,
I thought you
For
could
what?
slash it as you went, but you
that.
didn't.
No, that would have made sense.
So yeah, there was a train guy right outside the train, and I went up to him and wow, that kind of was awful how those all disappeared. Those guys do die eventually. Try not to.
That worked.
So there's a train guy on the outside of the train, And I asked him, I'm like, I bought tickets online. Do I need to do anything else? He's like, you need to check in. I'm like, oh, of course I do. So I ran, and I'm like, oh, running through the train station, not what I wanted to do. But I ran to the desk, and I'm like, I bought tickets online. What else do I need to do? And they're like, okay, we can get you a seat now. So I'm like, okay. And so, and he's like, it's gonna cost you €4. But since there were 2 of us, €8. And I'm like, shoot, I don't have any money.
Oh no.
So, we've
We've
been
already
in here. So, bummer. Let the
okay.
hand grab you. Or you could use the mirror. Either way.
I don't know. Ever since we used it that one time accidentally, that's not something I want to do. Okay.
So he's like, oh, it's gonna cost you €8. And I'm like, oh no. So I'm like, can you save my spot in line? So he's like, yeah, I'll hold for you. So I'm like, okay. So I ran back to the train. Because the thing is, I didn't take out any cash. My husband did. And the thing is, he didn't give me any. So I'm like, he thought I had my credit card with me, but I didn't. So I ran and I'm like, I need money. So he gave me money and he's like, do you want me to go with you? I'm like, no, we don't need 2 crazy people running through the train station. So I ran back to the ticket counter. It was probably like, it wasn't so far, but it was probably like, maybe 150 to 200 meters, something like that. So like, it's not like it was super short either. So I ran back and I bought us our seats because I felt like because the ticket guy comes around during the train ride and asks for your ticket, and I'm like, if that had happened and we didn't have seats, my heart would have just sunk. I'm like, oh my gosh, like we don't have seats on the train, and because we had other stops too, so like more people got on and they all had assigned seats too. So like it would have been just a huge disaster because we would have been in other people's seats. It would have been so bad. But yeah, so I made it back to the train and we had like, I think 2 minutes to spare. So then we had to find our new seats on the train, which we did. But like, and then once we found our seats, we had maybe like 1 minute or 2 before the train started. And I'm like we were sitting on that bench for so long. There was no reason we had to cut it this close. But yeah, it reminded me of like a mistake they would make on The Amazing Race, and one of those fatal mistakes.
Yeah, I fell for a reason because we've got to go down to the second level.
Okay,
but apparently I can't just fall and have it work out.
No.
Darn it.
Nice. Well played.
Thanks. I know, look at that. I think there's more hearts in these things. Or maybe not.
Maybe that one. Yeah, so I think now I'm done talking about the trip.
Okay, do you want control?
But it was a very nice trip. I definitely did get the culture. That was definitely a plus. And we're thinking about our next trip, where we want to go. It's still
Japan. She's gonna come to Japan with me.
It's still in debate.
We don't
where we're going.
Yeah, we don't have any keys right now, do we?
We have one,
but it's not gonna go to the
No.
chest. Okay, gotta figure out where we're going.
As Jillian says, you gotta go to Scotland.
Gotta go to.
Well, we're actually thinking right now. We have 2 destinations in mind. One is Norway and the other is the Netherlands. But I will keep Scotland in mind. Maybe I'll do some research on that too, since anything is fair game right now. We were thinking we might go even as early as this fall.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
But, I mean, it depends. It depends on, if we decide to do our kitchen or not. Because if we do a kitchen, we're definitely not going to go on a trip.
Yeah.
But I was telling Cookie that this trip ended up being not as expensive as what, because we didn't really know what it was going to cost. But I knew it was going to be cheaper than Hawaii. That was what I told my husband. I'm like, it's definitely cheaper than Hawaii. So As Julian says, we wanted to go on a couple holidays to Norway in 2016. Started planning everything. Turns out Norway was way too expensive, so we did Scotland instead. And it was absolutely magical. I have heard that Norway is really expensive.
Me too, but I really want to go.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Though, funny thing, because when I was...
Ah, the hand. I didn't know the hand was even in this room.
When I looked into the Netherlands a little bit this morning, it said no offense to the Netherlands, but the food isn't that great. So it recommended just, cooking and buying groceries, which I'm like, you know what, that'd be cool with me. I'd be fine with that. As Julian says, maybe you are rich, with a winky face. I would say upper middle class, maybe.
I would say she's doing really well for the city we live in.
Yeah, I think maybe right now I'd say upper middle class.
Wait, how am I supposed to get in through there if the stupid thing's blocking my way?
You can drag it behind you.
Can I?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, we don't own our house right now, and we're still young, so if we were to have kids, that kind of ruins your money. As Julian says, is what you do for work public knowledge. Upper middle class in the U.S., aka barely scraping by in Norway. That's probably true. But do you want me to?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably true. So, but maybe we'll make Norway work. Maybe we'll cook more of our own food. Because maybe Norway food isn't very good either.
In my imagination, they have a lot of... I guess I kind of treat it as like Iceland food, which I've never had, but I hear everything's like pickled.
Yeah, I think it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, so it's kind of my impression for Norway food also. So maybe it would be better to just cook for yourself and stuff. Or if you do go out to eat, go out to like a different cuisine kind of place. Like go get some Thai or...
Yeah, I think Norway could be done. Maybe. That's annoying. These mummies.
I know, they're the worst. At least now we know that you can boomerang them.
I need to... Okay, maybe they should just kill me so I can get a fresh start.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're thinking either Norway or Netherlands. My husband wants to go to Netherlands, so we'll probably do that since I picked Portugal.
Just kill the mummies so they are out of the way. We can't figure out how to kill the mummies. That's why we haven't been killing them. Norway is better than the Netherlands, is what Julian says.
That's what I thought too. But
the sword works. You must have to use it like 1 billion times.
Oh, we'll try it this time. Good thing we don't get, we can just do this forever.
Yeah, because we're all out of fairies, so it doesn't matter anyways if we keep dying.
Yeah.
Do they usually drop hearts?
I don't think so. Oops, I didn't mean to... Oh, I guess I don't have full health.
Yeah.
Here we go. Die.
They do die eventually. What do you know?
Well, now we know. That's great.
As Julian says, no offense to the Netherlands. I liked Amsterdam quite a bit. But what else would you want to be doing there?
We were thinking about biking. Since there's lots of biking stuff. But I will let my husband know that.
I got you.
I had it all perfect.
I know you did.
Oh, and these guys are back?
Of course they are.
Well, that's lame. This mummy's right in my face.
Well, while you were gone in Portugal, I spent a lot of time watching Netflix. Or not even Netflix. Just watching movies in general.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Watch anything good?
Well, so I watched Balto 3. So I had already watched Balto 2 and Balto 1. So I watched Balto 3.
How was it?
It's what you would expect from a sequel. Because Balto 2, I thought, was pretty solid. It still had like a decent... I thought it still had a decent plot. But Balto 3, you know, they add in all these songs, and then like
What?
the goose gets a girlfriend. I'm like, I'm not into this.
Boris.
I know.
He doesn't need a girlfriend. I'm
Yeah.
afraid of the hand.
I know.
I'm stuck.
So I watched that, and then I also watched Inception.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because, you know, I hadn't seen it since that one time we had watched it together, which was,
I haven't either.
gosh, that's maybe like 6 years ago.
A really long time ago.
Yeah. So I watched that again. It wasn't, you know, the wife wasn't as scary this time.
Well, that's good. Do you remember how we fought these guys?
I think I just ran through the room and then I just avoided them. So I watched that.
Oh, you can kill them with your sword. At least the red one.
Also, though, so I told you I went to the one fancy local grocery store near me.
Yeah.
So I went there, and really, I was only looking for pizza ingredients because that's what was on our grocery list.
What is that?
No idea.
Bad is what it is. Got the
That's
master
the key we needed. But so I ended up getting like all these extra things. Like I got
there was a thing on freaking bomb.
Oh yeah. So I had gotten the muesli, but I had also gotten just like a whole bunch of cashews, and I also got some truffle oil, which
Whoa!
I've never cooked with before
Was it
because it's
super-
so expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it super expensive?
So I got like a little like vial thing of it, and it cost like $15. Yeah.
What are you gonna use it for?
Well, so I've already used it. Not
What?
all of it. Not all of it. So when I was watching Inception, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make some awesome popcorn. So
I
I
use it for popcorn. That's a good idea.
But the thing is, so they say like, oh, a little can go a long way. So you don't want to like cook your kernels in it. That's what they said. I don't know. I'm gonna try different things with it. Because, so one of the recipes I saw online, they're like, okay, well, you know, you cook your popcorn normally, but then you throw in some rosemary, like crushed rosemary.
Okay.
And then like you drizzle truffle oil.
Dried or
Dried. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you drizzle the truffle oil over it, and then also lots of Parmesan cheese. It was like the most delicious. It tasted like when you're at a Italian restaurant and they give you like the appetizer of like bread with the oil you can dip the bread in.
Yeah.
It tasted like that, but popcorn. And it was really, really good. But the only thing is, I couldn't really tell like that there was truffle oil because there was so much else going on with it. So I wanted to just try drizzling the truffle oil and then just doing salt so I can really assess what the truffle oil tastes like.
Yeah. Well, because I've had truffle fries before.
I have too.
And they were really good.
Then I was like, well, maybe I just like the oil in general. Like, not necessarily because it's truffle flavored, but just,
This is... I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I don't know.
we gotta get to the chest, the treasure chest. So we've got the big key now.
Yeah, but I was trying to get to that door because we have a key.
Yeah. Is this the same room?
No,
I didn't think so.
I was just trying something, but it didn't work, and I now have my ice rod out. Okay, so
We have to get to the other. No, you want to leave.
leave that way.
Yeah, down that way. And we've got to go through the forest to get to the other
Yeah.
dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was pretty excited about the whole truffle oil thing.
It is super exciting.
I had also done, I had taken last Friday off of work because my husband was on spring break for school.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, oh, and then we'll just spend the day together. And I spent all morning running errands by myself, but that's okay.
You remember how we got over there?
Yeah, we had to go around, like go through that room on the right, and then you come through the top. Yeah, we've got to like go through
That's
here.
right. Oh my gosh. Surprise, surprise, we're blinking. Oh my gosh.
Stolzar says, what up? Hi, Stolzar.
I still are. We're struggling a little bit.
We are struggling, but it's all right.
The goal is to finish this dungeon today.
Yes, we've been struggling to get to the dungeon in the first place and to really just do anything.
Yep. That's for sure.
Thank goodness there's hearts in here, though. As long as you don't lose them from that thing.
It should be easily avoided. And
We've already knocked those down.
yeah, I thought I had. Yeah, so maybe we'll do,
oh, but also, so the day before on Thursday night, because I was like, it's the weekend. So I had popcorn and I just put chocolate chips in there.
okay.
And it was good. But, you know, I felt like in the end, though, there was just too much chocolate for the amount of popcorn I had. So that kind of stunk. But it was still good.
We got a fire rod.
Yay. Probably gonna need it for the final battle.
Probably. I was thinking it might work on those mummies.
We already know how to kill the mummies.
I know, but it might help.
Okay.
I decided to...
Yeah, we should know what's in here. Nothing useful. I also... Yeah, I baked cookies, as you saw.
I did. I'm gonna save.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Okay, so we finished with this room.
I was really debating about what to bake because I wanted to make more like whipped cream. Or I wanted to do whipped cream frosting. I wanted to bake everything. Did you save and quit? What happened?
Yeah, because you can't just save.
Okay.
So I need to go back to the real world.
We didn't lose our progress, do you think? No. Well, maybe we should take this opportunity and get like a ton of fairies.
I guess that's a good idea.
Or we can just do that at Link's house.
Yeah, did we ever bomb this?
I'm sure we did. I know what you're thinking, and we probably didn't.
No, I think it was we needed a more powerful bomb.
Yep. But yeah, so what I want to do though, because I've been really excited about baking lately. So I do want to do an online class thing where so I've seen them like where they have classes online and then they have like baking challenges. Like first you learn like the theory behind it and then you bake whatever you're learning about. Okay, so I want to do that and I thought I could stream the things that I actually bake.
That sounds cool.
So I don't know when I'm going to start doing that because I figure I should do it before summer because it gets hot here in summer and I don't have air conditioning. I mean, I've got like an air conditioning
So you want
unit.
to do it in air conditioning?
No, so I'm saying I want to do it before it gets hot because if I'm using the oven a lot, then, you know, it's going to be hot in here.
Yep.
So, yeah. So
You could do it. You could do it at my house. We have air conditioning now.
That's true. We could do it at your house.
Our kitchen is not cool though, so it's not pretty.
Well, that's okay.
I was just telling our viewers so they don't expect a beautiful kitchen.
Yeah, so I want to do that. I really want to make cream puffs. I think that was really what I was craving to make, but like with a chocolate top though.
Okay.
Like a chocolate ganache. It just sounds good. But, so I want to bake. But, and of course I've been cooking. I did tacos last week for dinner, and this week I'm doing pizza. And then, what else? I know I've got like a billion things to talk to you about. Oh, other movies I watched. So yesterday was Lord of the Rings Day because it's the same date of the year that the ring was destroyed.
Oh.
So on Saturday I watched the first Lord of the Rings movie, extended edition. And then yesterday I watched, Sunday I watched Two Towers. And
It takes a while to watch them.
It does. And then yesterday I watched, The Return of the King. That took like all night. I came home from work and then we started eating dinner and we put the movie on for while we were eating dinner. And then the movie finished at like 9 p.m. and I was like, it's almost time to get ready for bed. So that was my night. The thing is, like, when we put it on, we didn't have the intention to like actively watch it. We just kind of like wanted to have it on. But
Right.
of course, like, I actively watched like the whole thing. So I don't watch the movies that often, but I like them.
Yeah,
But
I
my
do
husband's
too.
like, he's the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. He's got like all the different like spin-off or they're not spin-offs, but like the books that are based on.
You guys should go to New Zealand then.
Well, no, someday I would like to, but I don't.
Forget Japan.
No, I'm gonna go to Japan first. But I don't know if you actually would want to go to New Zealand. But
it is a really long flight.
But I mean, because I would definitely be up for going. Like, it's supposed to be really nice.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Which actually, on our trip, when we were on the train to the airport, like, you know, at the end of the trip, we were talking to this guy who, he's like, oh, you guys going to the airport? Because he said he's originally from Argentina, but then he worked for a little bit in Texas, and then now he was in New Zealand, and he had a business there, and he just sold it. And so now he's just traveling for a year, and I'm like, that is so cool.
That is really cool.
But so I talked to him a little bit about New Zealand. I'm like, oh yeah, like I went to Christchurch and then Queenstown.
But if I ever did go, I'd want to go. I mean, I don't know if it's worth to go to Hobbiton. But because
this is another way to get into the castle. You know those holes?
Yeah.
We've been avoiding them.
Huh. Well, that works. Have we been in this room? We have. We have been.
Have we?
Yeah. See, we've already opened that treasure chest down there. In the lower left is that door we can't go through.
You're right.
We can't go through that door.
I know. See, this is how we kill the mummies.
Oh, yeah, that works a lot better. Yeah, you're full on hearts, but not anymore. You were full on hearts.
Yeah. Okay, but I don't want to be in here.
No.
We've fully explored. Okay, so we just did the big key thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we want to go to that other one.
You mean here on the left?
No.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We want to go to the other one. The other entrance.
Yep. There you are. But now we know that those holes don't kill us. So that's good.
Oh, so another thing though, you had already seen when she came over, but I had gone to the library and I got a Japan travel book because I'm gonna go sometime next year. She's already talking about plans for like later this fall. I'm gonna wait till next year.
Did I explore anything in that top room?
Did we ever even get through there?
I did.
I remember you getting
So I must have done something up there.
Yeah, it's probably not important. Well, there was, no, I'm confusing it with something else.
Maybe I'll go up again, because I already killed the mummies.
Yeah, and they're the worst part. You got the big key up there. Yeah, so we don't have to go back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go
Thank
left.
you.
Go left.
Thank you for the reminder.
Go left again.
Yeah, that's right. But I can't get past these guys. I need...
Well, no, I was thinking maybe we have to just leave.
You know what we have to do, I think?
What?
We need to hit that thing that changes where these are, but it's in one of the other, it's in that other dungeon.
I don't... See, I thought we had to just come out here, and then there's like another thing that looks really spooky up there, which is what I assumed.
Okay, well, we'll try it.
Was like the final entrance. Maybe not.
Maybe we can't do
Doesn't it look like a dungeon thing?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try my idea.
Okay, and you think it's connected? Use the fire rod.
Well, the thing with the fire rod...
On the spooky thing. Go back to the spooky thing. Behind, no. Well,
can I try my...
This is gonna be so much faster. Anyway, so I got a Japan travel book, and I was looking through it, and I was like, you know what? I think I already have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. So the book itself wasn't even all that helpful to me, and so now I've got to return it to the library. It's like, I want to get one before I go so I have it for reference while I'm there. Because, you know, like, you could just use your phone, but apparently, like, Wi-Fi is not, like, sometimes you have to pay for it, or it's just not as available as you would think for Japan.
Our Airbnb has Wi-Fi in Porto, or in both cities.
It's really chasing you there.
I know. I'm
just take it back to the room. Or the beginning.
Okay. Well, that's annoying.
Yeah.
But, oh, what I will say about Porto is that it was packed. Like, everywhere we wanted to go for dinner, it was already,
like, really
we
crowded?
couldn't go in.
Were you going at like a really busy time for dinner?
I mean, I guess, but I thought that, you know, it wouldn't be that big of an issue, but apparently it was. So we ended up eating at a couple places that, you know, I wanted to try different restaurants, but we got... So we had to go to other places instead.
Mm-hmm.
Which we did find this really good vegetarian place.
Hmm.
We ended up eating there for dinner actually twice.
Nice.
But I wanted to try, like, you know, really authentic stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this isn't what... Oh my
Here,
gosh.
can you just go right and get to that skull? See, you can just... Yeah. I was hoping there would be a heart in there.
What's this little one? Oh my gosh.
You got it.
Okay, now I'm gonna use fire rod on these guys.
Oh, I also made some pierogi soup.
Oh, really?
Based on what I had at the soup festival.
Mm-hmm.
Except I was really stupid and I forgot to actually cook the pierogies before putting it into the soup, and that was a mistake. But I mean, it was still pretty good. It was just like all potato. I'd also thrown a bunch of cabbage. I made it on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
So
that's, yeah,
it's pretty Irish.
fitting.
I know, I was coming for you too.
Well, it's annoying because all 4 of those need to be lit.
Yeah. You've already got your thing out.
I know.
Use your wand.
I had to get out of there.
Your wand, Harry! Use your wand!
Stop it.
I love Harry Potter, and there's this... Gosh, which scene is it?
It's in the 4th movie.
Oh, because he's fighting the
Fighting,
dragon.
yeah.
It's the first challenge of the Triwizard Tournament. And Hermione yells, "Your wand, Harry! Use your wand!" It's like, he's a wizard, you know, that should be common sense to use your wand.
He was using his broom for most of it. I should... Oh, we got the key. Oh.
Just let it survive. Just let it survive. We don't need to kill it.
Oh my gosh. Chris Player says hi.
Oh, hello, Chris Player.
Oh my gosh, we're at the end.
How many fairies do we have? Just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bummer.
Yeah. Try using your sword, I guess.
I thought I could do one more.
Yeah. us back? Hey, Chris Player subscribed. Thank you, Chris Player.
Thank you. All right, Fairy. Hopefully these lightning...
This is probably a stupid question. Can you just get behind the butterfly?
Oh my gosh, this is terrible. No.
This player's asking, how's everyone? Well, we just died. Yo, Link, you can do it. That's what Mr. Muerto says. Mr. Death. Or Dead. Yes, we can do it.
Oh, we didn't do
We never
this.
came down here. Should we go get fairies? Well, maybe we should first get a better idea of what we're doing before we get back in there.
Sorry,
It's fine.
I'm stuck.
Okay, maybe there's just... I mean, there's gotta be a way. There's a door there. Look out for that. It's really coming at you.
I know. It's evil.
You didn't want to knock down those vines up there?
I wanted to see what was done first. Well, I guess there's a...
I mean, now we're short on magic power.
Okay, invisibility.
We didn't even need that key.
It's in the other room.
What room?
The other part of this dungeon. And you told me, oh no, we're not gonna do it. But I think we should go back and see what's behind that door.
That's fine. We can do
Because
that.
we have a key now. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break from the boss for now.
So it's in this room, and actually maybe... no, we still have to change the configuration on the thing. I need to go back in that room that had all the suns.
Yeah. I didn't think it was in this area though. I thought it was in that other one to the right. You know, the other dungeon entrance. I didn't think it... Oh, yeah, that works. See, I feel like it just resets. I don't...
I think we gotta...
I mean, it's
Try
worth a
it.
try, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
One other thing I made to eat
Okay, it didn't work.
while you were gone. I had made myself a vanilla milkshake, and then I put crushed Thin Mints in it. But it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Oh.
That's the kicker. I wasted... So I did... I think it was 3 scoops of ice cream, and then I did just 1 serving of Thin Mints. So that's 4 Thin Mints.
Wow.
But,
Heavy on the calories, yeah.
But maybe I needed to put in more Thin Mints, and maybe that would have made it better. But, you know, they're so expensive, I don't want to...
I haven't seen any Girl Scouts this year.
Did you buy any at work?
I didn't see any. I didn't see any.
I wish I could say I've got some boxes to spare, but
That's okay.
I mean, you can't eat desserts right now anyways.
Right. Okay, and I tried doing this. Oh,
I thought you had avoided them.
I thought I had to.
Yeah. So I had I bought 8 boxes of Girl Scout cookies at work. Because first, there was one mom who was selling them for her daughter. And I was like, okay, well, I'll buy 5 boxes, you know, be moderate there. I'd gotten 3 boxes of Thin Mints, 1 of Caramel Delights, and then 1 of the lemon ones. And then later on,
I love the lemon ones.
later on though, a dad brought like another cookie form for his daughter. And I was like, well, that's not fair if I only bought some from this first woman's daughter. So then I was like, okay, I can buy 3 more boxes. So I bought 1 more Thin Mint. Is that right? yeah, one more Thin Mint, one more lemon, and then one of the Thanks a Lot that has like chocolate on the back of the shortbread. And right now, we've got some Thin Mints.
He can pick you up when you're in the door.
We have one box of Thin Mints left because I told my husband one box is for me. And so I've been going through those slowly. But, and we still have caramel delights, and we still have, no, I think the lemon are gone. I think everything else is gone. I think it's just the box of Thin Mints. We went through them fast.
Yeah, Mr. Marisha says they're addictive.
Yes. They're really good. But the cookies are so small, and, you know, it depends on the kind of cookie, but there's not that many in the box. Thin Mints, at least, you get, like, a lot of cookies. But some of them, it's like you only get 12 cookies, and that's it. But it's for a good cause. That's what I always tell myself when I buy them. So I don't mind spending the money. Unless, though, because, like, with Boy Scout popcorn, that stuff is also, like, super expensive, and it's not worth the price. Not to me.
If you get the kernels, it's not too bad.
Yeah, if I ever do get something from the Boy Scouts, I'll just get plain kernels. But
this is so annoying. I hate this room.
I think, because we're already at the boss, well, that was, like, super helpful. I think we should just go get some fairies, or maybe just go and figure out how to kill the boss, and then go get some fairies.
You kill the boss with the fire rod. I was doing a lot of damage to it at the very beginning, and then
So do you think we should get fairies then?
Yeah, because I died in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's got to be something good.
I don't think it's worth it. I feel like lots of times...
I guess it could be something like a map. I mean, I guess we got a map already.
Map. But I feel like sometimes these dungeons, they give you extra keys.
I don't think so.
No? Check your map is what our guess is.
That's a good idea.
And Zapper's waving at Chris Player with his Pikachus. Hi, Chris Player.
Oh.
Hi, Zapper.
There's my map.
Zapper, have you been streaming? I feel like I haven't gotten any notifications.
See, that's the door we haven't gone through yet.
I see. Because there's the empty space in front of it.
So that's what I was trying to
I see.
get to.
Alright, Zapper hasn't been streaming. Alright, well, whenever you do stream, I'll watch. As long as it's not like my time to sleep. Making some videos lately, that's all.
Videos?
I assume videos. I said vids. Videos of what? Of like... Of streaming? Like... Of gameplay?
This didn't even pan out. There's no way to get over there, to cross that chasm.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're supposed to do it. Because it doesn't work if you do it in the other dungeons.
Would it be possible... Hang on, can you show the map again? Do you think we could bomb something on... if we keep going up in the room we're in?
The thing is, we can't keep going up because
we can't grapple hook over there.
That's what I had been trying.
Have we ever been over there?
No.
Argus asks if there's a hole in the forest outside that you can fall through.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That is a good guess. But Zapper has been making
I killed the hand.
videos for other streamers.
Oh, that's cool.
And Zapper also hates the hand monster in this game. It's been getting us a lot lately. It's about to get you.
I had just killed it.
I didn't even know you could kill it.
Okay, so there's nothing for me to latch onto.
Yeah, we're gonna go look for a hole, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can't latch onto it. Alright, we'll try and find a... But it's on the same level. Would that still work?
I think that the dungeon you have to like go underground.
I just died. Where's that gonna put us?
I don't know.
I'm not in the dungeon.
Well, let's take this opportunity, get some wonderful fairies.
Yeah. Oh, but
How do we get the ferries besides going down here?
go to
Because we want to go to the
where
regular
Link's
world,
house
right?
is. Yeah, go to where Link's house is.
Can I get to Link's house from the pyramid?
Yeah. Zephyr says smash the trees. Oh no, what are you doing?
You told me to go to Link's house.
Oh, I guess this way works too. This way's
I
fine.
can go back.
No, this way's fine.
I'll go back.
No, it was fine.
We'll have to be in the regular world anyway soon, right?
Yeah, no, just go back to the regular world because the knights are easier than the bad guys here. But I was gonna say that the weather for when we were over there was perfect. It really was the entire time.
I didn't even push that button.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Yeah, because it was upper 60s and low 70s the entire time.
Am I just like on top of?
I think you must be.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, no, it doesn't let you do it if you're in a bad spot. Like if you're on a wall or like in between, it won't let you. Okay. Maybe there's some kind of weird
Okay, you know what?
glitch.
We're gonna just go over here. Okay, going to Link's house.
So it's okay.
Is this not a good way to go to Link's
No,
house?
this is a good way.
Okay.
I thought maybe that bridge was out on this side. No, we're good.
Gosh, the stupid knights shouldn't be giving me so many
No,
troubles.
they are terrible. It's fine.
Okay. Whatever, it's fine.
No, pass it. Don't go in the house. Jump left.
I know how to get there. I'm just trying to avoid this stupid
Then why don't you
knight.
jump left? Right now.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize. I thought I had to, you know, I thought I had to take a more direct route or something.
No. Alright, catch those fairies. Ugh, can't believe I died outside of the dungeon. Alright. Alright, that's pretty good. So we'll skip that thing and just say, who needs that last key?
So now we've got to go back to the forest.
Yeah. Oh, we're running out of time. We only have 8 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
We haven't accomplished anything today. That's not true. We went
We
through
got-
a lot of the dungeon.
We did, but we should have gone through the whole thing. Yeah, there was this other tart we had when we were in that Venice-like town.
Uh-huh.
They're called ovo smoles.
Eggs?
It has eggs in it. Basically, so pastel de nata also has eggs in it. They're very big about putting eggs in their desserts, apparently, or having eggy desserts. So this dessert, the ovo smoles, so it's basically like, you know, the little wafers you get at church.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the exterior, and it's shaped into different things. Like you put it in a mold, and you know it's shaped like seaside things because it's like a seaside town.
Yeah.
So the one I had, it was like a barrel, and I think sometimes they're like seashell shaped. But anyway, so it's basically made out of the church wafer,
Yeah.
and then the inside is like a very dense yellow cream, I guess you could call it. But it's basically like egg yolk mixed with sugar and maybe, you know, a couple other things and baked. But I mean, they were pretty good, but not as good as that pastel de nata. We loved that.
Yeah.
It was weird. On the plane from Porto to Lisbon, because we had a layover in Lisbon on the way back, they served pastel de nata as their
Oh, really?
in-flight snack, and it was terrible. I was
Oh,
like,
gosh.
wow, this pastel de nata is an awful one. Because, I mean, you know, us being pastel de nata snobs, we know a good pastel de nata. So. But, yeah, and my husband, he didn't eat his on the plane. He just put it in his bag.
How do I get there? Do I go up here this way?
Yeah, don't go in the hole, though. Yeah, go left. One day we had 3.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because we had one in the morning at the original place, and it was really good. Because I had found this blog post where they rated all of the best pastel de nata, so I'm like, oh, we should try as many of these as we can. So we tried the original, which was good, and then we tried, so we sat in the restaurant because then you can get tarts that are actually warm, because I hear, like, because, like, the line for it goes out the building, and tons of tourists just go in, get the tart, and then leave. And I heard that way, sometimes you get them and they're not warm, and you want them warm. So we went to the little cafe, and then we ordered them there, and they were warm. But anyways, the second one we went was not very good, because it wasn't warm at all, and it just was mediocre.
Yeah, what was our plan?
We were gonna skip that room.
We were gonna just go?
Yeah.
Or because we were hoping to find a hole.
Yeah, but I don't think there is a hole, because it's on the first level. Well, I guess it's all in the basement.
Yeah. Because it would be somewhere... I mean, it wouldn't be this far up, I wouldn't say.
I wouldn't think so either. But there are 2 holes that we only fell down the one, so...
Did we go down this one?
No. So maybe...
Looks like we've...
Haven't we been here? Look at the year map.
Yes.
Oh! No! We haven't been on this half of the room.
Oh, we haven't?
No. So try... Hit the vines. No.
I'm getting rid of all the threats in here.
Hit the vines on the left, because there might be a door.
There should be one.
Or a switch. Oh! Did you already hit one of these? One of the suns?
No, not yet.
Okay, now, we gotta get back to the other room.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
God, I think.
Okay. Cool. Hit them. Oh, no.
Oh my gosh! I walked right into it! Where are we? We're in the top half again.
Yeah.
So I've gotta hit that.
You should have saved that as a weapon.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so what should be my plan of action?
Use the things to kill the turtles. Get the fairy.
Fairy! Okay, so the floor's not gonna fall anymore, you think?
No, I don't. And then you can grapple to one of the things on the side. Oh,
Just kidding. That works though.
Yeah.
Maybe. If I can't walk past this thing.
Yeah, I'll just leave it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, cool. Now we have full health.
Alright, now we're ready for the boss.
Yeah. So let's go. We got full health. We have 3 fairies.
Things are looking up. Okay, should we save?
No, because then it brings you back.
Okay.
Brings you back to the, yes, super far away.
Now, did you want to do the boss?
I can. So I would equip the boomerang now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't we just have to get through this room and that's it?
No, there's a couple mummy spots. But I think
Yeah, we don't
slashing
want to... Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Use it as a weapon.
Shoot.
Did you do it?
Yeah. Argus said that that room is just to resupply your magic. This room. I think?
No.
Maybe a different
No,
room.
the treasure room. Yeah, that we
Yes.
used that key
Yes. I thought you could. So that's wrong. I've got to hit one of them on the right. What? I know. So annoying. Nice.
I thought it was gonna get me.
You just got handed. That's what Zapper says.
No. Terrible.
It seems like having a week off of streaming really has deteriorated our skills.
Did someone else say that?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Ah!
That stinks. The little thing bumped you in. But Chris Player says, go race Cookie. So
Oh
close.
my gosh!
Why didn't you swing your sword at it?
Because I didn't think I had to.
Always swing your sword. I think just get out of there.
Okay, this, yeah.
Okay, now you want, yeah, boomerang. Maybe just run. Oh, we've got to do the lights.
Yeah.
How annoying.
I know, I'm dying. Not how I wanted to use fairy.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm doing horrible.
Before I light any of these.
Yeah, just kill them all.
They are the worst. I don't want to waste.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to waste your magic, and I think that's good. We should save our magic. You know, it's funny. I had thought maybe we can do 2 dungeons today. What a silly thought. Oh,
What?
well, because those are going to you know, you already wasted them, but it's okay. I didn't know our lantern uses magic.
Yeah.
Do you just run through this room?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got to do one of these. I mean, how else are we supposed to leave? Oh.
The dungeon.
Alright, you got this.
Waste. Huge waste.
That's what we're supposed to do. Can we get, we can get an item that has magic replenishing. Use the sword is what Argus says. Always a safe option. Your wands, Harry! Use your wands!
Oh my gosh, I hit him 4 times. I think he only has 5.
That boss music is nerve-wracking.
Okay, it's okay.
We've got
We've
another
got
fairy.
fairies.
2 more fairies?
One more fairy.
Only one? Yeah, after this one. Shame we can't bring back our magic.
No. It was all just having the right, enough magic at the beginning. 'Cause when we started it last time, we had hardly any.
Yeah. Good job. I just got to
Thanks.
sit and watch yet another boss fight.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh.
At least we made some progress today.
Well, Kulchish says that we should spend those 999 rupees next week.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes, and Rice saves the day again. Mr. Muerto says, rest in peace, monster. Gosh. That was a horrible dungeon.
Yeah. The person who has evil heart gets a Triforce. The hero is destined to appear, and he alone must face the person who began the great cataclysm. The evil one destroys the hero. Nothing can save the world from his wicked reign. That's a lot of pressure on the hero.
I know.
Only person of the Knights of Hyrule who protected the royalty of Helia, or is it Hylia?
I would say Hylia.
Can become the hero. You are of their bloodline, aren't you? Then you must rescue Zelda without fail. You understand?
Yes.
I do. Alright. Nice.
Yeah.
We got a new heart.
I know.
Okay, I think it is now safe to save.
Yes, I think so too.
Alright.
Whew, and we only went overtime a little bit.
Yeah, not too bad. Alright, so that is the end of our stream for today.
Thank you for watching. Next time we'll tackle the third dungeon.
Yep.
Or that was the third one, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was the third.
Fourth.
Or maybe we'll do 2 dungeons.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yes, thank you all for watching.
Alright. Until next week.
Yep. Have a good week, and yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday, 7 to 9.
Yep.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, bye.
Bye.